welcome back to my channel. Today's video is focusing on this makeup look right here. I used the Morphe 39A Dare to Create palette to create the whole entire eye look. I've been really inspired by pinks and sort of plummy colours and stuff. These days it was just like, right, I want to sit down and do a look focusing on like those particular colours. I also wanted to do like a sort of spotlight halo eye because I feel as if I haven't done one in forever. I wanted to keep the skin nice and bronzed and glowy looking, and I just wanted to finish everything off with a nice glossy lip. So that's what today's video is focusing on. And also I just wanted to come on and let you all know that I am not, if you've been following me for like ever, you'll know that I have been here, there and everywhere whenever I was like doing makeup. But the last little small room that was once my studio, I am now moving back into it, not to do makeup, just to record videos. So I am in the process of getting it all decorated and getting furniture and stuff moved in, and that's where my little recording station is going to be, my wee recording room. You're probably wondering like, why are you doing that when you already have a big studio of your own? Well, the thing is, there's already 3 other makeup artists that work alongside me. There is a busy salon down the stairs filled with hairdressers. There's people that go in and get out of getting their nails done. So there's already so much going on, so I never get a moment to myself to actually sit down and record a video. Do you know what I mean? So that's why I was like, I'll just move back over there, and because being in the house is too much because there's people in the house as well and you never get a minute to yourself basically. So I'm in the process of getting that all done up. So there will be sort of makeup collection videos and stuff coming very, very soon. Letting you see the insides and out of the studio and what way it looks and all that there type of jazz. So it's something to look forward to, and it's a new journey for my YouTube channel, because this grey shitty background needs to go. Needs to go. But yeah, so just thought that I would let you in on that. I don't know if I've already told you that, I probably already have, but you know what I'm like, I forget everything. But yeah, so in the process of getting that all done up and getting everything moved in, so something to look forward to, and it means I have peace and quiet to myself to record videos of the people coming in on top of you every 2 seconds to see if you're almost finished your video. So yeah, let's get straight on into the video. If you want to see how to create this look, we are going to be using the Morphe 39A Dare to Create throughout the whole entire look. So I'm taking the first shade in the 3rd row, and that is going to be our transition shade. I'm taking that on a large fluffy brush. Basically all I'm doing is I'm just blending this throughout the whole entire crease area. I'm not being very specific, I'm just making sure that sort of my concealer is all set in place properly, and that way when we go to put our darker colours down, they're going to blend out nice and seamless. So I'm not building this colour up a good bit, I just want a slight bit down, just so that way, like I said, the darker colours blend all nice and seamlessly together. So just going back and forth using our blending motions, our circular motions, and then when I get to the outer corner, I'm just going to use my window wiper motions to further diffuse the product. I forgot to put my brow bone highlight on first, my inner corner highlight, so I just went ahead and did that off camera, and I've just took a wee tiny bit more of that transition shade just to go over the edges of the highlighted areas to make sure it's all blended nice together. So I'm going to go in with the 6th shade in the top row, and it's just a beautiful fuchsia pink shade, and I'm taking that on a 223 Luxe crease brush from Zoeva. I'm starting in the center of the crease and I'm blending it towards my inner corner firstly. This is what I always do. Just sort of really focusing on blending this area up first, or blending this area first. And then when I get to the outer corner, whatever's left in my, or on my brush, I'm just going to use my window wiper motions. We are doing a sort of circular type of look today rather than a nice blown out look that I always usually go for. So I'm just blending that all out, and you can tell that these shadows are so pigmented. I'm not too sure if Morphe are discontinuing this palette or not, so I feel a wee bit bad for sort of using it. But I also heard rumours that they are sort of thinking of keeping it on because so many people do like the palette. but if that is a rumour or not, who knows. But let's hope that it's not a rumour, because I genuinely am obsessed with this palette and I think I want to stock up on them before they do get discontinued, if they do. So I'm going to go back in with my transitional shade one more time, and I'm just going to go over the edges. I'll go back and forth sort of on my transition shade. I don't really want it to sort of peek through with the rest of the colours, so I'm just going to use it to sort of help blend out the other colours. So I'll go back and forth with using it. So I'm just using like a sort of C motion, so you're going to run in the shape of a C to blend that out towards the outer corner. Closer. So I'm just going to be going in with the shade next to that fuchsia pink that we use. So there's 3 shades that I'm just going to be using out of this entire palette, and they're all from the top row. I don't really sort of include my transitional shade because it's not really important. Well, it is, but it's not really. So I've used this one firstly. We're going to go in with this one now, and then we'll move on to the more sort of plummy type of shades. So we're going to take that shade there on a Morphe M200 brush, and we're going to start to sort of deepen up this crease area. I'm pretty much just using tapered blending brushes throughout this whole entire process, and then when I go in with the darkest shade, which is obviously going to be the plum shade, I will go in with like a little bullet brush or something, because we are only going to be focusing the plum shade in the inner corner and the outer corner of the eyes. So it's your key to get this nice rounded smoky effect. I just always recommend using your tapered blender brushes, because they do have like a really nice tip that just goes into the crease and really blends out and builds up that product really nicely for you. So I'm blending that all out, and then I'll go back in again with my Zoeva brush with that fuchsia pink shade that we first started off with, and I'm just going to go over the edges of that last shade that we placed through our crease, just making sure that everything is all nice and blended together nicely, especially to the outer corner, because it's so tricky to get a nice sort of rounded effect at the outer corner. Going back in with your transitional shade again. I'm just blending that out. Just look into a mirror, guys, when you're doing like rounded smoky eyes, because I think that when you look straight ahead into a mirror, you can really see sort of where you want to place the product and what you want to go in with the plum type of shade. This is the darkest colour we're going to use on the lid area or through the crease. I'm going to use a small bullet brush. I'm going to take it slightly closer so you can see everything. So I'm just going to be patting that product on into the inner corner of the eye, and I'm just taking little bits at a time because it is a dark shade. We don't want to go in with too much, because if you go in with too much product all at once, there's nowhere really to blend it for you, because you're just going to be taking it higher and higher. So it's best to go in with little as possible and just blend or sort of build your colours up. Just putting that in. I've been getting like a lot of questions why I don't wear my engagement ring, and the reason is I don't like wearing it whenever I'm doing makeup, or I don't like wearing it when I'm going to work, because I always get it dirty. I always get it dirty with makeup and products and eyeliner and everything gets all through it, and it's just so hard to try and keep it clean. So I'll always wear it when I'm not working, if I'm not recording. Like after, when I get washed and ready for bed, I'll have my ring on me again. Just so many people are like, are you not engaged? I'm like, yeah, I am engaged. And they're like, well, why aren't you wearing your engagement ring? I'm like, I have to explain this story so many times. And there's a couple of you guys that always ask, like, are you and Gary, like wait, what's the crack here? So I have to always explain myself 24/7. So I'm just pushing this here and I'm blending it, but I'm not taking the product the whole way across. Like I'm just leaving the center of the crease completely like bare, if you get me. Not with that product, not with that color. I just want to focus this colour on the inner and the outer portion of the eye. I'm going to go back in with that M200 brush from Morphe, and I'm just going to go over the edges of the plum shade just to make sure that everything's all blended together. And then I'll just take my large brush again, which is obviously this one here, and a little bit of the transition shade, and I just a wee bit. You don't need much, just a tiny bit. You just want to help blend with dark. Everything's looking like a hot mess. Yes, it's terrible looking, but see once you sort of cut your little spotlight, everything just comes together. So I am using the MAC NC10 Studio Finish Concealer, just a wee pot one, and I'm just taking a flat concealer brush, and basically all I'm doing is just pushing the concealer in and dragging it down, just the way I would do with a cut crease. So just think of this as like a cut crease look. So I personally like using cream products now, like for cutting the crease or doing spotlights. I just think they're a lot more easier and sort of tidier to work with, because sometimes liquids can tend to sort of go too high or don't blend out as much as what a cream product would. There is obviously cheaper alternatives on the market. I just picked this one up when I was going to Amsterdam in the airport, and this is the first time I've actually tried this concealer, and I have fallen in love with it. I actually use it under my eyes as well, and obviously around all the other highlighted areas, and I just think it's really nice. It's not too cakey and it's not too dry, and it's just perfect. So you're just pushing that in and you're dragging it down, and you're not taking it the whole way across. You're just really focusing on the center here, just so like when you open your eyes you can see it. And then you're dragging the rest of the product down. And I'll leave it like this, because afterwards, once I go in and set this with a matte shadow, I'm going to be able to go in with that plum shade again. And when you go in with the plum shade, you're going to obviously blend out the harsh edges in the inner corner and the outer. So I'm just going to take a matte white shadow, and this one is from the Zoeva Matte Spectrum palette, and I really enjoy. This is the only shade that I really use out of the palette. It is a really good palette to have. Like, there's some beautiful colours, it's perfect for festivals and stuff, but I think that this white, like all the shades in it are completely so pigmented and they're so creamy and easy to work with. But see the white in it, it is the best white shadow I have ever used in my life. Like, I don't think I'll be able to use another white again. It's not powdery, it's like, it's not one of those chalky looking ones. It is just amazing. Like, see what I mean? So I'm just using a flat brush and I'm patting that there shade on. So I'm just patting the white on, and this is going to set our concealer in place, but it's also just going to keep that wee spotlight eye nice and highlighted. When I'm doing spotlight eyes, I don't like going in with a colour or anything. I just like going in with a blank colour, if that makes sense, like a white, just so it really stays nice and highlighted. And then I'll go over the top of like a glitter or a shimmer that is sort of the same, well, it's sort of cohesive with the colours of the shadows. So you're patting that on, and that's that all set in place. And then what you want to do is you want to get your little bullet brush again, and then your plum shade, and you want to go to the outer corner of your eye, and you just want to start blending the edges together with the two shades, just making sure that everything's all nice and seamless and there's no harsh lines, etc, etc. So blending that all out. Same in the inner. Oh. Clean it up after. Just until you have a wee bit of something. Already went ahead and no, I haven't even wound my line. I thought I did, but I forgot I didn't. I'm using the NYX glitter primer for my glue today, and I'm just popping that on the center. So I'm tapping it on. When I'm putting glues and stuff on the eyes, I like to tap it on, because when I tap it, I know whenever I need to put my glue on or my glitter on, because I can feel the tackiness of the glue. So it's nice and tacky now, so I know I have to go in with my glitter. So I'm using the Inglot Body Sparkles in the shade XL7. So just putting that on. you can't really see it. I don't even think the camera's picking it up well. Basically it's just like a white glitter, but it has reflex of like purple and blue and pink in it. It's so weird. Like when I put it on a model yesterday in my 6-week course showing my students obviously the look that we were focusing on, I did a blue look. I did like a blue full cut crease and I put this glitter on and it looked like blue. And then when I put it on top of pinks, it looks pink, but when I put it in, like, it's so weird, it just changes colour, but I really like it because it's not too much and it still gives a wee bit of a pop, if that makes sense. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pop my lashes off camera, and then we'll focus on the lower lash line and then start to move on to the skin. So the lashes I am using today are from Miceala Gowdy. These are her Boss Lady lashes are all on. I just went ahead and put my liner on in my waterline and just underneath the lower lash line as well. So obviously I've used the Collection black gel liner. I'm going to go in with a fuchsia pink shade, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use a little smudger brush. This is the smudger brush from Zoeva, the 226, and I'm going to smudge that under the lower lash line slightly, just because I do still want like to see the pinks and stuff underneath the eye as well, like even though I do want to darken it. But I always do my lower lash line really dark with blacks and browns, and I just wanted to keep it all the same shades today. Blending that all out. And then I'm going to go in with the plum shade just over the top. And then a little bit of the matte black shade, so the last shade in the palette. Just slightly. I'm going to take some mascara. Put that on both sides. Oh my god, these lashes are so long that they're actually tickling my eyebrows. Literally. So what I'm going to do now, guys, is I'm going to start on the face. For my face today, I'm actually using a primer. Are you shocked? I am using a primer. So when I was in Amsterdam, I picked up the Professional by Benefit. I wanted to see what the whole hype was about this. I wanted to see if it did sort of diffuse your pores or whatever the fuck to say it does. Personally, I'm not a believer in primers. I just think it's like, it's a load of shit just for you to buy the makeup. So I just bought the wee mini one, and apparently you only need the tiniest wee drop. So I'm gonna rub my fingers together. So I have a lot of pores around my nose and around this area here, so let's see if it does the job. Well, it certainly does. Oh my god, it actually does. It does a wee bit now, I'm not gonna lie, and it makes the face feel nice and smooth, obviously for your foundation to glide on or whatever. I'm gonna take another wee bit off it, and I'm just going to put it on my chin and around the forehead. It really does make the skin feel super smooth, I'm not gonna lie, like, it really does. So yeah, it does sort of take a wee bit off the pores away, and it does make it feel smooth. I've already said that like 100 times, but I don't know, I'm still like skeptical about primers. I just don't think that they work. So yeah, but that one seemed to sort of do the job a wee bit. So I'm going to be using the LA Girl foundation in the shade Fur, and I'm just taking that on my Ardell foundation brush from her new Chaos collection, and I'm just dabbing this all over the face. I've used 3 pumps of that foundation, by the way, and that will cover my whole entire face, just so you are aware. I love this foundation so much. I just think it's so good, and I am like, I know I've started YouTube now and I do need to sort of like start obviously using new products and obviously testing products and stuff out, but I just can't. I really can't, and I can't justify paying like £30 for a foundation anymore. I just don't see the point of it whenever there's ones on the market that is like so cheap, so affordable, and they do the exact same job. Literally, like, I'm not even joking. The Milani Concealer Perfect is a dupe for the Kat Von D Lock-It. I would like a ride or die for the Kat Von D Lock-It. There was never a foundation that compared to the Kat Von D. And then Milani came out. I discovered the Milani one, and ever since, like, all I would use on a night out obviously is the Milani. Like the LA Girl one would be like my sort of everyday foundation that I would use like for work or for, you know, things like that, or else the Maybelline Fit Me or the L'Oreal Infallible. They would be my three like everyday foundations. But I just really don't see the point in it. I think you're just paying for the brand's name, and that is why they're so expensive. Do you know what I mean? Like, but yeah, I don't know. I was down to try that Tarte Shape Tape as well, and then I seen like all the reviews and stuff about it. Apparently like there's not that much like shades and stuff, and I don't like, see me, I don't agree with stuff like that either. I think that they should have just took more time to sit and sort of perfect everything before releasing a few foundations and then like coming out with more. I just don't understand certain people. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my my concealer and stuff off camera and set my face, and then we'll come back and do the rest. Moving on to the face. So I don't know if I've ever used this particular product on my channel before, but ever since I've seen Mitchell on Instagram using Sample Beauty's products, I just had to go and order them, and I've fallen in love with the pressed highlighter palette. These are so pigmented, like, I mean, they're so good. So I'm going to mix the 3 shades here, and I'm taking it on an angled highlighting brush from Real Techniques, of course. Like, they're so good, and they're so buttery as well. And also I got this in a bundle just before Christmas. So I got the pressed highlighter palette, I got the illuminator, no, like the liquid highlighter, and I also got 2 big highlighters, so like single highlighters, and it was only like £38 for the whole entire bundle. Now I don't know if they still have that bundle on offer or if they still have it on, but I do recommend getting some of the stuff from Sample Beauty because they are a very good brand and they are affordable. They're not really that expensive. So I'm just highlighting all over the face. What I have been recently doing, guys, is I've just been sort of setting underneath the eyes and around the areas where I know that I'm going to crease or get oily throughout the day, because I am going to be going in with my contouring powder products and obviously going in with my bronzing products as well, and that's obviously going to set the whole entire face. Do you know what I mean? So you don't necessarily need to go in with your setting powders around the rest of your face if you're going to be using a powder, bronzer, or contour product. Contour, I'm going to be using Harmony Blush by MAC, and I am obsessed with this. I never thought that anything would like take over my Bahama Mama, but this obviously has. So good. MAC blushes are amazing for the face and the eyes, and also the body as well. If you wanted to sort of contour or bronze up your body or whatever, they have multiple shades that are perfect for all skin tones. So I'm just contouring slightly today because we do have a lot going on with the eyes, so we don't really want the face and the eyes to be too much. I just want the eyes to be the showstopper of today's look. And also I'm really broke out so bad or my lip area and like my chin. Like, I have broke out awful the past couple of days. I just don't know. I haven't been too well, just getting over being sick. So I think maybe that's what it is, like just being so run down probably, and that's probably why I've broke out in so much spots. So I'm just, don't know, I think my body's giving up on me. Just contouring the head. I'm not doing too much. Well, I could get away with doing a lot in my head, like slightly down the sides of the nose, and then I'm also going to do under the jawline as well and bring it down my neck. I'm just I almost dropped it. I'm just using the mineralized skin finishes from MAC, so I'm using medium tan and Give Me Sun mixed together just on a multitask brush from Real Techniques, and I'm just going over the areas where I contoured. Just going for a nice sort of sun-kissed look today. Gonna add a bit more bronzer than obviously contour. Just wanted a little bit of definition around the face, which is why I obviously did go in with a little bit of the contour. And then lastly, for my blush, I'm going to go in with the 06 Bellissimo Bronze Blusher from Milani. I love this. This is one of the baked blushes. Ever since I've seen like a tutorial using it, I had to get it. I've fallen in love with it. So I'm just putting that on the apples of the cheeks and I'm blending it up towards my contour, highlight, bronze, just to give a little bit of something back into the face, a little bit of colour. And then I'll go back in again with my bronzer brush just to blend it all out more. Just like this. So I'm going to do my lips off camera, guys. So I am going to be taking the Spice Lip Pencil by MAC. And I'm also going to be trying out, if you watched my little haul I did the other day, you will have known that I spoke about this product. So this is the Goldenrose lip gloss. So it is in the shade Sensation. Yeah, Sensation. So I'm going to try this out. So this is what it looks like. And I think this sort of goes with like, it's like a grey sort of nude. Guys, this is the end of the tutorial. Actually the lip gloss colour was in the shade 136 for anybody that's wondering, and this is what it looks like on. I am obsessed with it. It's so nice, non-sticky, and I'm really loving this lip combo. To be fair, I'm loving this whole look. Ever since I got this jacket whenever I was away, I've just been so inspired to create really nice out there colourful look. So I sat down and this is what I come up with today. So yeah, I really do hope that you have enjoyed the tutorial. If you have, please give it a big massive thumbs up. It would mean the absolute world to me if you did. Also subscribe to my channel if you're new, and if you haven't already, that will also mean the world to me. Everything that I have used will be listed down in the description box below, along with all my other social media, so you can go ahead and follow me on there. Leave a wee comment down in the comment section below and let me know what type of tutorial that you would like to see in the future or for my next video. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I love you all so much, and I will see you in the next one.